What's up, guys, and welcome to Docked. Bro, this is gonna be a good one. So this is a very realistic port simulator. We're gonna be like operating real world heavy machinery. We're gonna be expanding and repairing and you know, taking care of the logistics, running day-to-day ops, taking jobs, upgrading equipment, building the business, that sort of thing. And it's made by Saber Interactive, which is the same team behind a lot of games that we've loved, like SnowRunner, Roadcraft, etc. I'm really excited for this. The demo came out a couple of months ago and it's got incredible reviews on Steam, and the full game actually just came out today. You could play it right now. So it's on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Steam, and Epic Games. It's got both a standard as well as a deluxe edition, so you can play it right now. Be sure to hit that top link down in the description. Go check it out. And huge thank you to Saber Interactive for sponsoring and for the early access. I've had it for a little over a week now, and again, I'm so excited to start this with you guys. So without further ado, let's get going. Hurricane Windy is forecast to hit the coast tonight. Port Wake is preparing to receive a container ship badly battered by the storm. It's gonna be jumping right into it here, huh? Pathfinder coming in. Somebody's not getting that prime order. Although I think those things float for a little bit. Before water gets in, it'll get in eventually, but they're pretty airtight.
Tom, there's a container ship at the pier. Barely made it here. Took heavy damage in the storm and is still taking on water.
TEU, 20-foot equivalent unit. Standard container.
It also has some dangerous cargo on deck.
Oh boy. Got some gas there. Liquids.
So get on the STS crane and get it off there. You remember STS, right?
Ship to
Yeah,
shore,
Bill.
Dad. Yes, I remember. I'm on it.
Of course I remember the STS. It's a loading and unloading container ship to shore crane, 70-ton load capacity, and 600 of those containers per day, at least if you're qualified with it. I mean, that's pretty impressive. So
Tommy, those containers on top have got to go.
welcome to
Ship is
Docked.
pretty badly.
Got it.
We're gonna have to unload this ship before this hurricane gets in here, try to save what
Tom,
we
the weather's
can.
getting worse, so turn on the crane lights just in case.
All right.
Also, the boom's been known to freeze while lowering.
Thanks
Got
for
a
the heads up.
control panel
I'll
here,
use
lights
the
are
upper boots
on.
to keep an eye on it.
Beautiful. All right, go ahead and shut this
Going up.
here.
Good.
Go ahead and shut these doors behind me. Don't want anybody getting in that shouldn't be in. Oh, you can go up the stairs, or we've got an elevator here. That's kind of nice. It might not be an elevator, I'm not sure. It is. We're gonna go to floor 4. Dude, I've always been fascinated by ports and ships, and you know, whether it's container ships or cruise ships or whatever else, like being able to actually learn about this stuff is gonna be really cool. And that's a long way down. We got more ships coming in the distance. Looks like we're on some sort of island or something, dude. Look at the landscape that we have here. Just gonna walk the tightrope pier. Oh my goodness, dude. What a cool job this would be. Are you kidding me? Obviously had a beautiful day. I mean, imagine the views that we're gonna have. But all right, we got a big jumbled mess down there that we're gonna wanna clean up. See what we've got going on here. We're gonna lower the boom.
Hey, Tommy, how do you like being back?
It's like I never left.
Good. How about a little party tonight at Jay's to celebrate your return?
If you're buying.
For my favorite musician and best friend who's been away for ages? Of course.
Yes, it's been a while. Missed you too.
See you there.
Dude, that is ridiculous. What a piece of machinery. Like that, how did we ever come up with this? Where did we as a human race get to this point that we have this? Reach the operator's cabin by following the waypoint. Okay, so we're gonna head back across the catwalk here. We go get in the operator's cabin. Oh gosh, it's gonna be all the way down here, all the way around. We're gonna continue. Wait, what? I guess, because we're going to be in like a little box, aren't we? I'm pretty sure we're going to be in like a floating box kind of above the boom-ish. Oh, boy. Look at this throne, baby. All right. Press or hold B to start the engine.
Ready.
Oh, my
Welcome
goodness.
to the STS crane training program. To start, position the cab over the desired container.
Dude, look at all the controls
How do
that we
I shut
have.
this stupid voice off?
You don't. I turned it on to refresh your memory after the long break.
I've got a controller too because I feel like it'd probably be
Okay.
easier to use a controller here. So we're gonna see what we've got going on. So this is our little grabber thing, and it looks like we can move the crane like this, and then we're also gonna be able to go forward and back. Oh my goodness. Such a massive piece of machinery here. The fact that we're starting at night is definitely gonna make things a little bit more difficult too, but all right, so if we...
The crane spreader is currently configured to grab standard 20-foot containers. In your manual, they are also referred to as TEUs, or 20-foot equivalent units.
It turned green for a second. Do we want this directly overhead? Perfect, okay. So, we're going to... I love the whole, like, looking forward, looking down. We're going to drop this thing.
To lift the container using the twist locks, you must lower the clamps directly into the container slots and secure it.
Okay. There we go.
The container outline on your crane's MFD is filled green. The yellow and red lights are on, indicating that the container is ready for gripping.
Okay, let me see if this thing is grippy. So we're going to hit A to lock this thing
The
in.
container outline is shaded, the yellow and green lights are on, indicating a secure grip. Now you can safely lift the container.
Perfect. So we're going to lift it all the way up out of the way.
Those containers have some nasty stuff inside. One puncture and we'll never hear the end of it.
And it looks like we're going to want to go
Worry.
back this
Be
way.
careful.
Look at our giant crane on wheels and everything. Oh my goodness, dude, this is incredible. Okay, so we want to put it in this box. Do we want to put it like directly in the middle? I think I'm going to put it towards an
Now
edge.
carefully lower the container. When you reach the target height, release the twist locks.
Okay. Let's bring this back a
Don't
little
pop the locks
bit.
open
Wait.
prematurely, as this may result in an emergency.
Just to leave us more space for future items. So if we bring this thing down,
The green and yellow
beautiful.
lights together indicate that the container is stable. You can now release the twist locks.
We've got different views, so we've got kind of like a container view, and then we've got this view. All right, so we can go ahead, maybe get it a little bit lower. I don't want it to drop. Dude, this is so sick. Put it there, all the way on the ground. We can press A, and we're gonna be able to lift this thing up. Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. And now we're gonna wanna go to our next objective, which is gonna be over here. Lift the gripper up so that we don't have any issues there. And we're gonna be grabbing our next container, which this one is bad news. I'm hoping to be able to get this nicely. We're set up. Got our grip cam. We're gonna be able to
Crane
grip
spreader
this.
is currently configured to grab standard 20-foot containers. You need to extend the spreader to grab a 40-foot or a double TEU container.
What would I do without you?
So this is a double TEU container. We're currently set up for 20. We can go to 40. We can see our wipers, see our headlights, see our parking brakes. So let's go ahead and enter the 40-foot spreader mode here. And now we're just going to be able to drop down and get our eagle on nice and slow. There she is. And
Tommy,
we...
if you're not done yet, you better hurry. That
We're gonna be able to
storm is
bring
gonna
this
hit
thing
any
up.
minute now.
You're right on
All right.
time. I'm almost done.
And you didn't even turn my port into a disaster zone. Not bad.
I do what I can,
Be gone before
Pops!
I get a chance to disappoint you.
Or you could stay and not disappoint me.
All right. Think about that.
Depends on how much the pay is worth to you. I'm just gonna put this thing kind of next to the other one, I guess. We're just gonna try to stack them nicely. Obviously, stacking is the name of the game here eventually. I don't know if we're gonna have to in this initial mission. Careful, coming in too hot. Dude, I love that we've got the multiple angles and stuff. Get this thing all the way down, release it, perfect. And we gotta start working on doing multiple things at once. Moving forward, picking it up, all that stuff. But okay, mission number 1, even keel. Pathfinder, a damaged container ship arrived at our port today. It was battered pretty badly by the storm, and some of the cargo on its deck had to be removed urgently. Perfect. $25,000 for that. I will take that payday all day. Oh, dude, we've got cutscenes. This is not going to be good for the port. Hopefully the crane's okay, dude. Oh, shoot. Day 1, the aftermath. I mean, so I think a big part of this is obviously repairing and expanding the port. So we're going to have to start from the ground floor here.
Tommy, are you in already?
Yes, Dad. This place is a mess.
You're telling me. I'm just starting to tally up the damage. We're lucky at least some of our stuff is still okay.
And as long as the STS is good, we can make money, right, Pops? Oh, boy.
So, what do we do?
You can start taking care of the jobs on your list.
All right, so we got a shipping line, shipping office, Yard B, Yard G, and a power plant. Let's take a look at our jobs we have available.
Enough for 2 jobs, which is your daily limit for now.
Okay, 2 jobs a day. That works for me, Pops.
Put away that dangerous cargo unloaded from that container ship?
Sure thing.
All right, so we got dangerous cargo, and then we've also got a dock cleaning we're going to be able to get to after that. But let's go ahead and start this. We're going to make $10,000. The hurricane left our port in complete disarray. We need to move 2 containers with dangerous cargo to a safe location. Heavy damage, no time to be discouraged. Before starting the post-hurricane cleanup, you need to locate the tanks with dangerous contents and move them to a safe space. I would imagine that that's a natural first objective here. So we've got a 20-foot container over here, and then we've got a 40-foot tank over here. Wow, so these things got blown all over the place. They're going to be delivered over here, and I think we are going to have a new type
Ready to go.
of vehicle.
Good. Now get those containers to the free lot. Gently.
Yeah, I remember. One puncture, and we'll never hear the end of it.
Yep, something like that.
A Fluscribs stalker. All right, welcome to our first ever personal vehicle here. Love this. Getting into the machines and stuff. Let's go ahead and get this thing fired up. Beautiful. Okay. All this stuff is so high tech, dude. Look at all the screens and everything. All right, so this is basically going to be a way to drive, parking brake. Going to be able to change our crate sizes and stuff. This is a little mobile machine to be able to pick up crates and stuff, I guess. Oh, we're rear wheel steering here. That feels a little bit weird, but we're gonna have to get used to it. Got a lot of work to do the next few weeks and years to be able to get this port back under control, but it's a good thing we've got the machinery to be able to do it. Dude, look at like the reflections and stuff. This game is beautiful. We're gonna rebuild after terrible atrocities of last night. Pull this thing up here, and we are going to raise our boom. Let me bring up our things again. So we've got our boom here, and then we've got RB and R. Be able to move it. We can twist it. Get this thing directly over top. Beautiful. We're gonna be able to bring this down, and we should be able to grab that. Now, can we just lift this? Oh, okay.
Driving the reach stacker right now?
Yep.
It's me, all right.
Great. Can you check if I left my player on the dash?
Wow, you're still using that thing.
Of course. It was Dad's. His taste in music wasn't as good as mine, though.
I don't see it. Sorry, buddy.
You kept the recording, too?
Come on. When you make it big, I'm running your fan club. I'm dead serious, though. Your music's good. I just wish there were more than 2 people who knew about it. So I put together a little video with yesterday's cam feeds and your music and posted it online.
Well, tell me if it gets any views. Anyways, gotta get back to work.
Good luck.
Dude, this is so sick. Okay, so we're gonna put this thing down here, put it towards the back so we've got plenty of space. Get her all the way down. There you go. We can lift this back up.
In place.
And now we're going to be able to go get the next thing.
Keep the pace.
Beat the pace. Are we being timed right now? I didn't realize. Okay, I don't think so. I think we're good. Look at this thing. This rear wheel steering feels like we're driving like a forklift or something. I guess that makes it a little bit easier to maneuver. Oh, we've got a crane cam too. We've got our gripper cam. And we've got this thing here. So here, we're going to have to go to our 40 feet. Oh, sorry about that. My bad. Yep, that's the 100% on me. Okay, got to be a little more careful going forward. We're going to be okay. So let's go ahead and pull this thing. Oh gosh. At slow speeds, it kind of takes a minute for the tires to straighten out. It's not like it's exact. So that makes things a little bit harder.
I'll have to tilt the spreader to pick this one up.
Okay. Let me go back inside. So we're gonna be able to bring this back here, and we're gonna want to yaw the spreader a little bit, be able to turn it. Beautiful. Okay, we can bring this thing all the way down, grab it, and she is gonna be good to go.
The critical cargo.
Yep, I'm on the last one.
Great. Bring it over and take a break. I guess it's good to have you back. Maybe.
Good to see you too.
How you doing, Kate? What you been up to since I've been gone? So it sounds like we try to chase our dreams and go make some music or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what we've been up to, but it's good to, yep, sorry about that. Okay, we should probably, I guess we can lift this a little bit more, Trev. Should probably worry about the height of, going through a container field, the other containers around the area. All right, it's gonna be okay, baby. We are perfectly okay. Go ahead and bring this thing back down here. We can skew it back a little bit, maybe. There you go. Let's get inside and slow it down towards the end. Don't want to go slamming that thing down. So how do we? We can bring it in so she's less weird with it. There you go. And we can drop that thing there. Perfect.
One job down.
Hit a couple of containers on our way through there. That's okay. Beautiful. Dangerous cargo is complete. And now we get to start on the cleanup.
I think I'm done here.
Good. You're right on time, too. You're taking over while I negotiate our funding. I'm
Okay.
giving you full access to what funds we have.
We don't have much.
$71,000 isn't.
After the hurricane, you can start with ordering repairs for the shipping line.
Isn't going to do much for us, Pops. Okay, so we're going to be able to go to shipping line here. Handles container transfer to and from container ships, increases the number of SDS crane slots and container shipment volume and orders. So for $50,000, we're going to be able to repair our shipping line. Now, obviously, this is going to open up a huge income source for us. Can't be a port without a shipping
Now
line.
you have access to the shipping jobs.
All right. So we've got level 1 here. Wants us to go over to a
You
new
only have one job left to complete today.
All right, so our next job is just going to be dock cleaning. Storm has scattered several containers around. Put 3 containers where they belong. Sounds good. Just a light cleanup. Chelsea just made me a burrito, breakfast burrito. I know I ate that really weird. The way it's folded, one side is like all bread. So we're going to be placing 3 containers where they belong. Clear out the area before placing the 3rd container. You can simply put aside the interfering container. Okay, so we just got to grab stuff, move stuff, put stuff where stuff is meant to be. Ooh, look at this. And we finally got some rain, so hold on. Hello, I just hit the thing. Let's make this a little, wipers on. Yeah, let's make this a little bit more cinematic. If anything, it might be a little bit distracting. We're going to turn those things back off. Perfect. Okay, so let's bring this thing down. Should be easy enough. Got him, and he's just going to be going over here. But it looks like we've got slightly more specific spots now. It's not going to be as open of a delivery point. So let's pull this up here, back it up just a little bit. There you go. Should be a decent lineup. It actually looks like it could be directly perfect. Bring that thing all the way down. There she is. Okay, first one's done. Looks like, all right, we've got 2 more. We are gonna have to move that other one there. We've got a big one We've got all big ones left, so we're gonna switch this out to 40 feet. And we may as well just grab this guy and move him out of the way first, just to get rid of him. Go ahead and lift this up a little bit, try to center ourselves. Get this across there. We're gonna want to yaw this a bit. Let me get a little bit more in the center here, if we can. Bam, there you go. Okay, so we've got that there. Lower this thing, be able to grab it, pick her up, and we can get this thing out of here. I don't know where I want to put it where it's not gonna bother us. I guess just kind of over here. Oh, hello, we're fine. Watch out around behind you and stuff. I'm just going to create another roadblock. This is definitely not going to be an issue later, so we'll leave this one right here. Thank you. Get out of here. Dude, this thing is longer than I think every time I see it, but that makes sense. You obviously have to have a ton of weight in the back, otherwise you'd be so top heavy. You would really struggle with picking these things up. Hello. Okay, that one's going to be in the way a little bit now. All right, Chubb, if anything, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's something we're gonna have to learn here. Get this guy set up. This one's a little bit tougher, so we're gonna bring this down. We're gonna have to skew it a bit. Get that there, and then if we hit it like this, and come down, all the way down like this, I think. Can we grab it? There we go. All right, got her. That was a little bit tougher. That's fine. Go ahead and lift this thing up. Make sure nothing's in the way. And this one wants it right there, which it does look like we have another one in the way. Can we just use this to kind of like push it over a little bit? Maybe? Or maybe it'll let us just put it right here. It's pretty generous with the size. There we go. Okay, she is all set up, and we're gonna go get this one over here. Can I grab this over the fence? I think that's the only way to get it, Trev. So this is gonna be kind of fun. Let's make sure we're clearing the fence here and make sure you don't run into it, okay, bud? Here we go. Pull up. Nice and close. We're gonna wanna lower this a little bit. We're gonna have to extend it. We've still got the weird yaw on it, so let's get this even again. Extend it a little bit more, because as we come down, it should get more in line. Bring it back just a little bit. Just a little bit, and we have a little bit of a turn situation. There we go. She's in and she's up. Dude, this is like my dream game. I'm such a freaking nerd, bro, but I love stuff like this. Okay, so we can pull this way. I'm trying to learn the finesse of the slow driving of this, because look at that. Look how little movement that took to get lined up perfectly. Start lowering this thing. Obviously gonna have to get a little bit closer, but we are pretty far extended, so we might actually be okay. Try to get a little bit better. There you go. All right. Well, I think that's another one, baby. All done here. Okay, that's a full day's work right there. 2 jobs complete. That's all we're limited to for our early start, early career.
All done. I think I could handle another job or two.
That would be against regulations.
Oh.
Get some rest. You'll have more jobs tomorrow.
All right. So, day 1 results. We got 2 out of 2 jobs. We made $22,000, and we are going to be headed to day 2. I love the cutscenes and the slow updates.
Have some bad news.
Progression on the port.
Well, that hurricane was nothing compared to the one that's coming.
So we're doomed no matter what we do?
No, we can still save the port if we restore the old wave breaker line.
Dude, talk about bad luck, my goodness.
I'm sending in my business plan. Now take a look at the first milestone.
All right, sounds good, Pops.
You need to carry out all these tasks.
So you got 3 tasks we can do.
That will naturally have you accomplish the milestone goal.
Nice.
So start with the first task. Sign one order.
So these milestones are going to be big, kind of like career-style moments, and obviously here we've got 3 tasks to be able to do that. We need to sign 1 order, have 2 reach stackers, and complete 2 jobs to be able to reach our daily cargo throughput.
We really need to put our shipping line to work and start making money.
So we're gonna sign this order.
Here's a few container processing orders we've got lined up from different companies.
Okay.
All the companies want different volumes of cargo processed. If they all use one measurement unit, TEU, or the standard 20-foot container.
And the more of those we handle, the more money we make.
Yep.
Yeah, so just sign the largest order for now.
I mean, yeah, if we could make, well, wait, hold on. Expected revenue, 10,400. I would think I would want to take that one, but we'll take MoveWave. Okay, we can, go ahead and sign this.
Now, the most important part, setting up the processing chains.
Okay, we're going to be able to go to our processing
Look at
tab.
the processing chart. This is the beating heart of the port. This is where you can control all our vehicles to carry out orders. For now, just make sure the number of ordered containers equals the number of handled ones. Here you can see the vehicles that are currently idling. Handling an order boils down to putting enough capacity in every link of the chain. Each vehicle can only process a certain number of TEUs per day. That's its top capacity.
Okay.
This processing chain starts with unloading stuff from a ship. So just assign here as many TEUs of ship-to-shore capacity as you need to handle the order.
Which was 200, right? So we're going to be able to put 200 in here. So we don't have to
The next step
always
is
do
using a
everything,
reach
right?
stacker to transport the containers to the yards.
So the reach stacker, we're going to add capacity to this. He can do up to 300 per day, so we're going to be able to do 200 on this as
Another
well.
reach stacker to handle the containers inside the yard. So take care of that now.
And we're going to be able to get another reach stacker to do another...
Our single reach stacker just
That's why we need to buy another one.
One more.
Okay, makes sense. This is
Here,
sick.
You can look up vehicle specs and even order new ones. Now, check out the reach stackers on offer.
Okay, so let's
Isn't
see.
this one a beauty?
$50,000. We don't have
We're
that.
just a bit short on funds, so we can't buy it yet.
So we're going to have to
That's
do some
exactly what
jobs
jobs are for.
to be able to afford it. Okay, and then we could set up our other big moments that... I like that you don't always have to... Let me count $55,000 for this, for a straddle carrier. We're going to be able to get all sorts of new things. Can we get a new SDS? I want to know what an $104,000 for a sale. Looks like we could buy one of these for 50 and sell it for 40. Okay, so over 100K for an SDS. I would imagine in real life it's probably a bit more than that. So task number 1, we have completed. We can go ahead and claim this. And now we're going to want to hop into some jobs. We're going to do some of these. We can do 2 per day. And we're going to make money so we can purchase that vehicle that we want so we can keep things going. So basically we need $14,000. So we're going to take a couple of jobs. I mean, we could do it in 1, hard difficulty. Move 3 containers off the ship. Truck carrying container is stuck in the sand. The container has to be delivered to a barge that's departing soon. Or unloading the ship here. But if we could do it all in 1, I'm down for it. Time to prepare some containers for shipment. To do this, you need to move 3 containers off the ship. Use the crane to move them. Beautiful. Place them on the designated area and load onto the 40-foot trailer. Oh, okay. So we're going to have to get them off, and then we're going to have to precisely put them on. It's a wet and rainy day. Oh my goodness, dude, you could see the damage from the storm. I don't know if this is part of the new storm coming in or what, but dude, look at the reflections and everything. All right, here we go. Get these lights turned on. Oh, we can lower the boom from here as well. Okay, that's kind of cool. Dude, this thing is just so freaking massive. I love it so much. Oh my goodness, there she goes. All right, so we're going to head inside the elevator. We're going to go up to the top deck. It's no longer training. We're going to have to do this on our own. We got to hope this goes well. Dude, the creaking, the scratches. Dude, it would be so weird. It's just you up here. Like, where do you go to the bathroom? Well, I would assume you go down and there's probably some portable container or something down there. But, like, imagine the feeling of just being all the way up here alone. The wind whistling. All right. To be honest, I kind of forget how to get... Oh, no, we actually got that right off the bat. We are officially taking the helm here. We're going to go ahead and fire this engine up. And we've got ourselves an interesting day ahead. So we're going to get 3 crates, get them off, get them loaded up on a truck, Should be easy. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, this is a jumbled mess in here. I guess it's not gonna be that easy, huh? C looks pretty easy. Maybe not. We're gonna have to move multiple items to be able to get to certain ones, potentially. We'll see. I'm gonna get B here. Let's go ahead and get centered. Okay, so we can adjust the pitch on the spreader. We can also adjust the turn here. And then we can center it like that. All right, beautiful. So we're gonna be just fine here. Let's go ahead and go down here. We are gonna want to turn this a little bit. And do we have maybe a different view that might work well? I feel like I'm playing like a claw game. Dude, these are just professional claw game players. That's incredible. What a life they live. Do we have it? Yes, sir. There she is. All right, nice and clear. Love that. And we can bring it back over to the right. Gonna bring it back this way. Start dropping it down a little bit. We got a little 3-axis movement here. Go ahead and center this thing so it starts to get a little prettier. We can set her down in this corner here. Beautiful. Obviously, over time, we're really gonna learn these controls. We're gonna be able to be a lot smoother with it. But yeah, we really are. This is just a claw game, dude. Okay, so our next one, I say let's go for C. We're gonna see what we can do over here. We're gonna be able to get that. Oh, we're gonna have to spread this thing out. Go ahead and bust it wide. And it's gonna be tight with that white one on top, but I think we might be good. And it looks pretty... I have to come back this way a little bit. Just kidding. We're going to have to move this one, aren't we? Okay. Go ahead and turn this thing. Bring him back this way. Beautiful. Turn him a little bit more. Drop him low. The view from up here is ridiculous. And here, I would think we could just... If we just do this... And then can we just set it back down? Perfect. So that should open us up that we're... Gonna be able to get this guy now. The view from up here is crazy, dude. All right, like a glove. Don't come in too hot, Trev. Got it, and that's so okay. That's another W. Get this thing over here. Gonna be going back to. Oh, I like our little window over there. We'll be able to bring it back this way. Oh, we're gonna put this one on the truck. Okay, but the truck is not gonna be able to move until we move these things. I was gonna say we were at a limit there. We could not go any further with the crane, but we're gonna have to put this thing down. We're gonna have to move these for the truck first. Yeah, use it to remove the containers in the way of the truck. We didn't have our objectives up there. Beautiful, have that. All right, so is that a 40-footer? That is a 40-footer, okay. So we're gonna turn and move this guy. Try to get him dialed in. I can't tell what view I like more. I feel like I kind of like it from up here. I feel like it's probably more engaging for you guys to be down here, but that's gotta be close, right? We're a little, what do we need to go out? Left? Yes, there she is. There we go. Be able to pick this thing up. All right, do you want me... I'm gonna put them in this area just to be safe. I don't know if they're meant to go there, but we're just gonna be really, really careful. Go ahead and put this guy down here. We can turn her a little bit, and that should be good. Pick her up. Go ahead and get her centered. Whoa, 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 whoa! Chill, bro. Dude, you almost just drove right through that. Come on, man. We're gonna bring this way, and I'm just gonna set it down on top of this. Well, let's put it back here on top of this one. I wonder if eventually we're gonna get to the point that we can bring it back a little bit. We're gonna be able to stack these and it auto stacks. Okay, perfect. And now we're gonna be able to grab this guy. Let's go ahead and switch this back to a 40-footer. Gotta love when they're just perfectly straight because we're the ones that put them there. Don't hit the other one in front of you. And this is gonna be about right here. A little bit to the left. And lower that thing down. Right on top of the truck, dude. Oh my goodness. Just thinking about how big these things are, how heavy these things are, and you're just manipulating them like this, honestly, it's pretty insane. All right, our last one's gonna be over here. We're gonna have to worry about the yaw. That's gonna be a new adjustment that we haven't made before. This really is, it's like you're playing a claw machine. It's like you're playing with Legos. Like this would be a really, really fun job. 100%. Okay, so we can control, that's that. We can control this. I don't know how to get the yaw. Or it's the roll, spreader roll. Okay, so we use the D-pad on that. So we're going to be able to roll it this way, which means we're going to have to move the crane back this way. And dude, this, what a freaking machine, eh? We're going to go down, bring it back a little bit. And I can pitch it a little bit more, actually quite a bit more. Bring it down. Lock it in there. Beautiful. Bring this up. Let's go ahead and even everything out here. And just like that, we're going to be able to bring this thing back over here. Be sure not to hit that part of the ship there. You're good. I think that's what is just absolutely insane to me, is just how much this stuff weighs. Like, it doesn't make sense how we're able to make machines that can do stuff like this. Like, it's truly incredible. And they just handle it with such, like, that thing just picked that up, no problem, on a crazy angle. Just all levers and pulleys here, baby. Beautiful. That is a job well done. 16 grand for that?
Great job, thank you.
I mean, that was good. That was fun.
Great job. Now you have enough to get that reach stacker. So go ahead and order it.
Sounds good to me. So we're going to go over to our vehicles. We're going to be able to purchase a second reach stacker. It looks like this one's going to be yellow.
Perfect. Now assign it to the yard.
Okay.
Assign just enough capacity to the loading stage to fulfill the order.
Just enough capacity, he says. Okay, so we're going to do here. We're going to assign 100 to the reach stacker. Go ahead and fill that. Beautiful.
Good job. Now you can tackle the rest of the first milestone's tasks.
All right. Appreciate you, Bill. Thanks, Pops. So that's task number 1 down. Task number 2, or that's task number 2 down, actually. We've got 1 and 2 down now, and now we're going to complete 2 jobs for task number 3. So if we go do 1 more job here, we can choose anything. Do we want to clean up the ship? I say we do something different. Let's do, you can see which item you're going to be driving. This one's the STS. This one we're going to be able to use a reach stacker. So I say we do one of our new reach stackers here and see what she can do. Truck carrying a container is stuck in the sand. The container has to be delivered urgently to a barge that's departing soon. Use the reach stacker to pick up the container from the truck and deliver it onto the barge. Like, I don't know, it's so cool. We're gonna be able to lift one of these giant freaking, start this thing up. Oh, it was already on. We turned it off. We're gonna start it back up. We're gonna be able to lift it like over a gap in the water. Everything's so big and unwieldy, and I love that we have like these very specific purpose-built machines here that are so good at what they do. Look at the turning radius on that. That is ridiculous, dude. Okay, so we just need to get this thing close. You don't have to have it perfectly lined up. Let's go ahead and lift this thing up and extend it a bit here. Now these, are a little bit different. Probably drive forward a little bit. There you go. These controls are a little bit different. All right, so we need to turn that. We're going to extend it to grab a 40-foot container. We're honestly in a pretty good spot here. We need to have our beam a little bit more over the middle, and then from there we can adjust. There we go. That's a little bit better. So if we bring this down, we move this back, lift this up. Let's go ahead and center this. Perfect. And we probably want to bring this back in a little bit, right? Just to keep our center of gravity a little tighter, and we probably want it a little higher too. Make sure that we're not running this into any other things. Okay, so I'm going to go this way, back us up a little bit here. We're going to be able to take it down to the barge, no problem at all. Make sure we don't have any double stacks or anything behind us, or anything, any buildings we could run into. There's a lot of damage we could do, Trev. Okay, this is sketchy. And think about how in real life you don't have that camera view up top. I wouldn't imagine. Oh boy. Okay. Can we go even higher? How high does this thing go? Wow. Well, let's just take all the clearance issues out of it, huh, Trev? This is still not maxed. Dude, what? Okay, now we've just got a death trap above our head here, so we're gonna drive really carefully and hope that all of our fail-safes stay intact and nothing bad happens. Dude, this is so beautiful. Get nice and centered here. It's going to be a slightly tight spot. Definitely don't drive off this into the thing, Trev. Get close enough, but not too close. And we can start bringing this. Oh, we've got a full sunroof, dude. Oh my goodness. This is so sick. So obviously we're going to want to push this out. Oh, chill. I thought we had room there. That's my bad. Hold on. Get a little bit more to the left. I was splitting the barricades. I wasn't splitting the actual ship itself. So we're going to bring this thing out. Oh, we do have a I didn't realize we had a slider. I didn't know we could do this. Okay. That would have made a really big difference for us. And that last one, we wouldn't have had to move the truck as much. We're going to be able to bring this thing down and call that a day, baby. That's our 2 jobs. OSHA's not going to let us work anything else. Can't work too hard. Truck carried a container, and that's a job complete. Technically, that's going to be milestone 1 complete.
Let's check our progress on the first milestone goal.
Sir, yes, sir.
Perfect. All tasks complete. You've earned that bonus.
Gonna make another $5,000 here. Thanks for the bonus, champ. Appreciate
You
you.
reached the required daily turnover, too. So just end the day and move on to the next milestone.
Okay, so we're gonna have 9 milestones to get through.
This is our business in a nutshell. Load and unload containers to fulfill orders.
Yep.
And since you've just taken care of one such order, we're about to be paid.
So you've got kind of like a secondary economy behind it, behind your actual jobs.
Generate a lot of upkeep.
Oh boy.
So even with that payment cleared, we're still in the red.
Okay, that's not what I like to
We won't
hear.
last long like that. So there's still a lot we have to do before we make a profit. Get some rest. There's more to come tomorrow.
Dude. So we're a little stressed out. Business is not good. We're getting hammered by natural disasters.
You've just completed the first milestone. Now take a look at the next milestone's tasks.
We've got to rebuild. We've got to build this business up. We're going to be underwater here soon, figuratively and literally.
A few jobs to get the materials first.
I'm loving this, dude. It's like the gameplay is fun, manipulating all the containers and everything, and obviously there are going to be a bunch more vehicles we're going to be able to get into as well, which I'm looking forward to trying all of these guys. But we've got the business side happening as well. Sounds like we're going to be building some buildings on our port here in the next one. So if you guys want to see that, if you want a part 2, if you want this to be a series, let me know. Drop a like, leave some love down in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to check out the game for yourselves, be sure to click that top link down in the description. It did release today. And huge thank you to Saber Interactive for sponsoring this video and for the early access. So thanks for watching, guys. Catch you all later. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.